Alright guys, hello everybody, it's RaceChicken998, also known as David. So today I'll be installing this ClubSpec Chicago Hella Supertone horns bracket. Now the reason why I need this installed is because one of my horns broke off. It was on this thing right here and it snapped off. And then this one you can see is severely rusted and about to go. And then this horn will probably snap off. So this bracket is cool because it mounts right here, and the horns will be, they'll both be at a symmetrical distance. Really the only downside of this thing is that from what I read on the instructions, this AC line or power steering line or whatever it is needs to come off and have some spacers put here because the horns will actually be going behind this line, which kind of sucks because I like the look of it in front of the line when you're looking through the grill, but I don't want to go pay to get another custom bracket made for these horns, and this was like 25 bucks, so I'm gonna just send it and see how it looks at the end. I don't really know how to install this. I know it goes on these bolts right here, so obviously the first step is you're gonna have to take off your front bumper, but there is a step-by-step installation guide. So I'll probably just be following that and then showing you guys what I do as I go along. These two bolts down here go right here, which is where the horn bracket's gonna mount. For the horn that snapped off, this is the part that actually snapped off. Goes right there, that broke off. See it over here, it's all bent and jacked up. This is what the horn was on. This got all bent when I was trying to pull the horn off. This whole bracket was moving around. So over here we have the driver's side horn and the passenger side horn. I was able to get these brackets off. So these are the brackets that I'm guessing the shop made. They're literally just these metal pieces stacked together. And then they use that. Now these are the ground wires, I'm assuming. You can see this one's already plugged in. And this one came unplugged, but it'll plug in over here. And then this is where the power wires go, which is right here for the passenger side and right here for the driver's side. Now I just need to figure out how to put the bracket in here and how to put these wires up through there. And then this plugs into the front bumper to power the whole harness. As always, good news and bad news. Good news is I got the install of the horn bracket and the horns look very symmetrical. I like the way it looks. Really the only complaint that I have is that the passenger side horn is behind the power steering line, but it doesn't look that big of a deal. So bad news, I had to remove this and this to get this power steering line out further to put in these washers. This one went in fine. This one, the bolt snapped off and the threads are still in there, so it's just gonna sit there. Also bad news, I'm at my parents' house and they don't have any zip ties, so I'm using a whole buttload of electrical tape to try and kind of hold this in place for right now, because I don't have my extractor kit with me, my drill, my tools, anything. I might have to go to a shop or do it when I move into my Virginia house and get that drilled out so that I can mount this correctly. But for now, it's going to just sit like that, and hopefully the front bumper mesh will just kind of hold it in place. So that looks gross, that looks terrible. But the horns as a whole mount really well onto these brackets. The wires I had to wrap up with electrical tape just because they were sticking out pretty far in order to plug in, but I'm really happy with it. So yeah, I will slap the front bumper on now and then get a quick clip of what it looks like from the front. Got the front bumper back on, got everything secured, got it all bolted back up. So here's what they look like from the front. So yeah, you can see how the line goes in front of the horn right there, but it doesn't look terrible. And there's the other one right there. Maybe in the future, if I get around to it, I might paint that hardware black, just because the silver does kind of stand out in the bay right there. You can see it, or in the grill area. And then obviously I have to get that AC line or power steering line or whatever secured back on there, get that bolt drilled out. But for now, I have both horns back on. I tested them out, they work. They look good and symmetrical, and I'm really happy with it. The horns have been kind of an issue ever since I got them because I had to get custom brackets made. The brackets were always bending, one of the brackets snapped off, so it's just been kind of crappy ever since I got them because there wasn't a bracket like this that I was aware of for the Evo when I got them originally. So I'm happy this is a thing, and I'm happy it fit on. The instructions were for a Subaru, so it was a little different of a bracket, a little different images, but it was pretty straightforward and pretty easy to put on there. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it came out. It was a pretty easy install, and I would recommend this to anyone that has Hella Supertone horns on their Evo. All right, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next one. All right, bye. Hey guys, so the Hella Horns video that you guys just watched was recorded back in October of 2020. It is now May 2021. I wanted to say real quick that my horns don't work. I'm not sure why. A couple hours after the install video they stopped working, or maybe they never worked to begin with and I was just confused because I was honking my horns in a garage to test it out. What I think is all that time that the horns were disconnected, water might have gotten into the wiring and messed it up, or some wires look like they might have snapped. I'm not really sure, but as you can see in that video, the horns are beat up and super old, so I'm planning on just ordering a new set of horns, freshly powder coated anyway. Now that I have the bracket installed, which was the point of this video, I'll be able to slap the new horns right on there and hopefully they'll work no problem. Real quick, I wanted to say that I have about 3 other videos to upload that are saved on my computer. I'm currently in Boston doing stuff with the Navy. I won't be back to my house, which is now in Virginia. I don't live in North Carolina anymore. I won't be back to Virginia until June timeframe. So at that time, I'm going to start making more videos and getting more active on YouTube. I'm kind of going to rebrand my YouTube. I don't really think I'm going to go by RacerKid998 anymore. It's been a really long time, but basically that whole screen name came about as a PlayStation username that I still use, that was made back in 6th grade, and I'm now about to be 25, so going by RacerKid just seems I've kind of outgrown it. So right now my YouTube has been renamed to David Lamison. I don't know, I might make it the Slow Evo like my Instagram, I might just leave it my name. I haven't really decided what direction I want to take the channel yet, but my Instagram is doing really well. If you guys follow my Instagram, it's over 3,000 followers on Instagram, and the car group that I've created and I run called Slow Car Society is over 5,000. So on the Instagram side of things, my followers are growing really fast. YouTube, as any of you that are watching this know, I haven't uploaded YouTube in forever, so understandably my YouTube channel has died. I'm at like 1,700 subscribers, which I've been at for a really long time. So I'm hoping to get it active again once I get home, start uploading videos, not all the time, but pretty regularly, and hopefully because my Instagram's a lot bigger now, I'll be able to advertise the videos there and gain more of a following and have both of them at a pretty high following. And then Twitter and Facebook I don't really use that much for, I guess, social media type stuff outside of like personal use. But yeah, that's really it. So I just really quick wanted to say, this is the correct way to install the horn bracket, but my horns don't actually work. So I'm gonna have to figure out what the heck's going on there. Just order some new horns and replace them and see. Hopefully that fixes it. But yeah, I've got like 2 or 3 other videos on my laptop saved that I'm gonna upload. And if you guys follow my Instagram, the link for everything is in the description. But I'll just say real quick, my Instagram is the slow Evo X with a underscore in between each word. So the_slow_Evo_X. I upload on there all the time, so I'm a lot more active on there than YouTube. So if you guys have Instagram, you should go check it out and follow me on there. So yeah, that's it, guys. I meant to make this like 30 seconds. It's been like 3.5 minutes, so I'll just end it here. But thank you guys for watching a new video.